Imagine somebody told you all of a sudden water was just going to pour out of the walls in the middle of school. Everyone would call that person crazy. Everyone
But
holds
what proved him not crazy?
That it happened.
Exactly.
Exactly. But until it happens, who knows?
Okay, so jump out of an airplane and then say, well, I'm not insane because I know that I'll just bounce off the ground and I'll just walk away.
But then isn't it perspective?
But if you prove it, then I'll believe you're not crazy.
But isn't it perspective?
It's all about proof. It's all about truth. It's not perspective.
But until it's proven, how can you say who's what?
It's more about truth than it is about perspective on that case.
But truth is only from perspective. Of course.
It doesn't change.
But you can only believe in the truth you believe in. So no matter what,
Belief doesn't make truth. Truth makes belief.
What?
So whatever you believe just becomes the truth.
To you? So
It doesn't matter if it's to you
okay,
or not.
so
It's
I
not
believe,
true.
but who is to say? So if I believe in God and someone else doesn't, I believe that is the truth. But if there's no proof of it, then
So
it's not true.
eventually somewhere somebody's got the truth though.
But if no one's proven God to exist, so then he doesn't exist.
Nobody proved he hasn't either.
But until something's proven to exist the same way in court, it doesn't exist.
But you can't prove it, and that's the issue.
So then God doesn't exist.
But he does.
I'm saying there is proof out there that you can prove it. It's not the question anymore. What I'm trying to say is, if you go argue with your math teacher about every single thing for every single day that they do and say, I don't believe that's the right answer. I don't believe that's the right answer. Are you going to be able to do that every single day and just say, well, since I believe it's not the right answer, here, I believe what I got is the right answer, then you can just argue every single day because what I believe is true.
But if you have reason behind it, if you were to say...
I can have the greatest arguments in the world, but if it's not true, it's not true. Now, I can believe it all day long, but it doesn't change the actual facts, and that's the problem.
I don't get how we got to truth, though. I thought this was about insanity.
How do you prove somebody's insane?
You can't.
You have to fall back on a standard that doesn't change.
Well, you can't hold
if your standard changes all the time, well, then you can't prove anything.
How do you know somebody's insane?
I mean, an insane person wouldn't know. They don't know what's real. They have no idea.
Which is why they need help.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that. So an insane person.
To know that.
So then an insane person would say they were sane. That's the whole thing.
They can make the claim, but it doesn't make the claim true.
But I thought you said they couldn't make the claim.
No, they don't have.
They can make it, but they don't. Nobody will believe them.
An important question.
Yes.
Do I test tomorrow and Friday?
Yes. Two parts to the test.
So both days.
Yes. There are two parts to the test, which means you have to take both parts.
I already took the writing.
You got a good point, Michael.
The reading has to write parts. Yes.
Was that sweet tea sweet last night?
Yes.
Did Emily throw your food at you?
I didn't order food.
He just got a large sweet tea, guys. Did she throw it at
Because there were
you?
like 15 cards.
He asked me if I spit in it. I was about to say
I might
yeah.
make
Then my
one.
manager was looking at me and I was like, nah, she would question me later.
The nice one that
quote for the day.
Would have gave you more of a hard time and had to go.
Yeah.
rest of the time.
But isn't there knowledge? So isn't there knowledge that no one can receive?
The rest of the family just were
Knowledge that no
asking.
one can receive.
Right. Isn't there knowledge that doesn't exist within the normal reality?
Oh, Lord.
Oh my god.
For example, let's say this,
If it's
right?
true, then you wouldn't know.
Right, but isn't there other dimensions that things you can learn and things that people know that other people can't know because they've never been there? For example, this is going to get really crazy, but
Experiential
let's say someone had an encounter with God. Let's say someone went super deep into drugs like LSD or something like that.
Whoa.
Hey, look, I mean, y'all can talk about what it is, but it's science, so we can just go as real as we want to be here. Let's say someone went super deep into LSD, and I've never done anything like that, so I know y'all are going to say that, but I haven't. Anyways, someone went super deep into an LSD trip, which is another dimension, and then they came back. Who's anyone to say that what they felt and experienced isn't real because it's not real in this dimension?
We changed the subject for a little bit.
But I mean, how can you say someone's insane if there's other dimensions of thinking insanity?
Historically speaking, a lot of the Native Americans have believed in, they're more spiritist anyway. They would believe that smoking certain types of herbs, things like that, would put them into a higher level trance in order
Right.
to be more spiritual in that case. speak on like strictly just a scientific area, they would just sit there and say that it's more of just a chemical trip in your brain. Kind of like how they explain dreams and stuff like that, where it's just a chemical reaction.
But does it not exist?
Who's to say?
Exactly. Who's to say? Who's to say anything?
What you're arguing is experiential knowledge anyway. If I've never fallen off a bike, how can I ever know that kind of knowledge?
Exactly. But once someone experiences that and they talk to a bunch of people who haven't, wouldn't they be called insane when really they know exactly what they saw and they are saying?
No, because if you have one person who experiences it and nobody else has ever experienced it, then that's where it causes
But if
a
a
question.
small percentage of people have experienced the same thing, what
Well, if
happens
you got
to that?
several hundred people who all have the exact same hallucination, it no longer becomes hallucination. It's
Michael, very
impossible.
valid point.
It becomes reality.
I feel like I'm tripping right now.
You have one person who hallucinates,
No,
and
you have very
can
valid
call it
points,
in question.
Michael.
You've got everybody who does it at the same time, it's no longer a hallucination. If they all experience it the same way, it's in the same time.
I was lost at the part where he was like thinking like I'm thinking, like you're thinking, you're thinking.
There's nothing.
I mean, people get too freaked out about it.
Anyway, if you look at Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart, the narrator of The Telltale Heart makes the claim that he is not mad, he's not insane. And he's telling the cops, hey, look, I'll prove it to you, I'm not insane.
Oh yeah, I've read that.
And he goes through the whole thing talking about how he snuck up on the guy and how carefully he crept in and how he killed the guy and then stashed him and all. And he
Under the
carefully tells
boards.
you everything that he just did to prove he's not insane.
But he's
Now, as a sane person, we read that and go, this guy's off his rocker. He's proving he's not insane, but everything he's saying
Makes
is
sense.
insane.
Would it make sense?
It doesn't make sense.
Right, he doesn't make sense to a normal standard, but everything he's saying makes sense the way he says it.
It makes sense to him. It doesn't make sense to any normal person. And that's the kind of argument, is that if you're insane, you can't really make that claim, because when you make that claim, it's not true. You can say it all day long, but it doesn't make it true. So
But if somebody knows something other people don't know, then what?
until it proves itself out. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, who was it, Copernicus or one of the mathematicians who, Galileo, I think, might have even been the one who claimed that, like, the solar system rotated around the sun.
Yeah.
And one of them claimed that the Earth wasn't flat anymore; it was actually round.
Yeah, they called him
They could have been
crazy.
the only one in the world who actually thought that. Now, what was the actual truth the whole time? Regardless of what anybody believed, what was the truth?
It was flat.
But what would everyone? But that's not the point, though. What would everyone say about that one person?
That he was insane.
Exactly. But
But
what
what
is he
proved him
really?
not insane?
But that's later.
It doesn't matter how long it took. The truth proved him not insane. So the truth is what doesn't change.
So
That's
then was
the only
everyone
thing.
else insane?
At the moment, yes.
Yes, we're done.
Yes, at the moment. Everybody who claimed it was flat were insane, actually, because they weren't thinking logically.
Simple answer. We don't know if we're insane or not. Insane people
Can we
just
just
move
move
on? We're on question six still.
Yeah, let's get to more work, everyone. Let's enjoy our
I just
work.
can't
Supposition.
Cheers.